Mr. Lady, you're awesome.
Mrs. Barlick, you're my queen. Love you very much.
Today I want to nominate Mr. Chunko for being a good teacher. I want to say thank you, and you have 2 more years to deal with me, so there you go.
Alright fellas, I'm going to take a moment and shout out Mrs. Norman. I would like to thank her for being not only a great teacher, but also a really good friend and a really good role model. I love you, Mrs. Norman.
Shout out to Mr. Trana.
Technically,
You're really good at putting up with our 8th period class.
Shout out to Mrs. McCracken for being a great nurse and someone that I can always go to.
Hey, Mr. Cortazzo. I hope you have a great day. Let's go!
Shout out to Miss Klein. Thank you for being a great teacher and for the candy.
Hey, Mrs. Artford. Thanks for being a great teacher.
Hey, Mrs. Lombardo. Thanks for being such a great teacher.
We love you. You're the Juliet to my Romeo.
Shout out to my favorite big guy, Mr. Montenero, for taking in the band kids 2 times after we were orphaned.
Hey, Mrs. Kerr. Thanks for, sharing with us the information on marine biology and anatomy, despite the fact that I had that minor incident about a month ago. We want to thank you all for that.
Estamos dando saludos a señor amigo. Gracias por ser una gran profesora.
Shout out to Mrs. Prevish. Thank you for everything you do.
Shout out to Miss Mastrini for being a great and super funny teacher.
Shout out to Miss Dolan for being such a cool teacher and putting together so many activities for the students.
What's up, NC? I just want to give a special shout out to Mrs. Hudak. Thank you, Mrs. Hudak, for the time you've given us as a student body and always being a guide towards success. Thank you for the effort and determination you've poured out into the reading team as you've taken us to the top 3 time and time again against all odds.
Hey, Mr. O'Hara, we heard it was your last day, and we just wanted to say we wish you the best of luck.
Hey, Mr. Barba, it's your favorite students giving you a shout out. We love you!
Shout out to Mrs. Perk for being a great video broadcasting and editing teacher.
Madame Rocco, thank you for always being there for us and for teaching me everything I know about French. Merci.
Mr. Perkovich, I do believe that you are the goat. The goat.
Yeah.
Reverberation, that's what that was. And echo.
Yep.
He's just echoed.
Shout out to Mr. Monroe for asking the band for constructive criticism on how he can improve as a teacher.
Shout out to Mrs. Pronish for being a great person and supporting each and every one of us throughout all the years.
Shout out to Mrs. Koenigsberg for being a super good teacher and being extremely passionate about her subject. Shout out to Ms. Smith for being the best homeroom teacher ever and putting up with us.
Shout out to Ms. Fetterman for being a great algebra 2 teacher.
Shout out to Miss Colonna for juggling the choir and drama club for the past 3 years.
Shout out to Mrs. Chunko for being a great biology teacher.
Shout out to Mr. Sarch for being a great counselor and someone that everyone knows you can always go and talk to.
Shout out to Mr. Wenderoff. Thank you for being such an amazing teacher.
Hey, Mr. Rocco, we know you're retiring, and we just want to say thank you for being an awesome superintendent and for everything you do.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobs, for teaching USC.
Thanks for all the snacks on the bus ride.
And thank you for always putting up with me.
Shout out to Ms. Scalise for being the kindest teacher and being the best art mother.
Mr. Klein, you're one of the best shop teachers we've ever had in this school.
Yes, Mr. Klein, you're a great teacher.
Thank you to our substitute teachers. We wanted to thank you for everything you do for NC.
For everything you do for NC.
Welcome to Northern Cambria, Dr. Fasonic. We are so lucky to have you.
Shout out to Diane and Sheila for keeping the school afloat even during the summer.
Shout out Jerry and the maintenance boys.
Shout out to Miss Myers.
And Mrs. Wise. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you to our custodians. Our school could never run without you.
Hey, Mr. Barr. Thanks.
For always fixing our Chromebooks when they're broken.
Thank you to our lunch ladies for all the delicious meals, especially the General So's.